These are the type of people, the type of men, quote unquote, who will preach to you about how great God is, we are such and such country. They'll take highly moralistic stances, and when you see their real life actions, you just see how weird it is. But a person can end up being traumatized for their entire life over identification of sexual songs. This whole Bollywood culture, which just teaches us to objectify and sexualize women, just get rid of all those things. The pseudo culture, someone is saving, damsel in distress, a woman is always meant to be saved. Bullshit. Just see humans as one more horrifying video. So one of my viewers had sent it to me. I am like completely at a loss of words, but let us just watch it because it's uncomfortable to watch. So you see this guy is guy for private part. Usually it's like, that is whole face. Close to 18,000 cases. Actual number is likely much higher, as yeah, many incidents go unreported. Okay, so on a crowded bus. Actually, it was like a pretty long video, but I'm just showing it this much. Like this person was just going on and on. First, he started touching the thighs and whatnot. And then you see, like, it breaks my heart. This is, of course, a girl, I'm assuming, that she had to record herself. Yeah, this is very sad. It was necessary for her to record first, yeah, as proof. There's no man in the bus. Other so called men watching like jokers, brother and sister. This is like a lifelong trauma if someone is coming right up to your private parts. It is good that she recorded, but why did she waited? Okay, maybe courage. I don't know. Like there might be certain situations. We can never know what the person is thinking when they're in that moment. Probably the shock, if it's happening for the first time or like whatever it is, just so shocked, right? So brave of you. Everyone who came here to say, you have no idea. Yeah, this is true. You were not there, so applaud her, probably. Okay. Literate means basically a person who can just write uh, her name or his name and do signatures. Having real education is very, very different. Okay, probably I'm done. I just don't want to read further. Okay, so grouping. You see, this is such a bizarre thing. So when one watches such incidents, these are the type of people, the type of men, quote unquote, who will preach to you about how great God is, we are such and such country. They'll take highly moralistic stances, and when you see their real life actions, you just see how weird it is. But a person can end up being traumatized for their entire life. So I've done one podcast, I think with the psychologist, wherein he was mentioning a lot about these case studies, and one woman was inappropriately touched in her childhood. How she was unable to just form healthy sexual relationships with her partner after marriage. So, how long these traumatic things go, and how long, it just impacts. There's like a ripple effect of sorts. What action you do right now can ruin the life of someone else. Probably if you're just such an a hole being ruled by your lust. So I don't know, like this whole male entitlement things at times that like as a patriarchal culture that we have this feeling that everything belongs to us, male unquote, public spaces, we can do whatever the hell we want. These things just are like basic. It just requires basic human decency to show in the correct light that you're just an a-hole, and these things are really not appreciated. I've also seen this victim blaming culture just because that girl was wearing so and so clothes and all of that bullshit. Like that does not give you the right to do whatever the hell you want. So probably I think a couple of things that we can learn from this. I think for a woman, probably the way she acted, it requires a lot of courage. That was very, very courageous. And if you see that certain a-holes are like doing such things, probably please just raise your voice. I know it's hard. You might think about consequences and things like that, but if you're fighting the right battle, if you know that you're on the side of truth, no matter what may happen, at least your conscience would be clear. If some person is acting like this, doing such meany things in front of you, probably just having that spine, that courage to act then and there is really necessary, because the moment you start calling out these behaviors is probably how change would happen. And I also feel that now, when I think of it, a lot of these things happen in public spaces because under this whole guise of anonymity. Because sometimes you see in groups, crowded environments, and things like that, people do things that know that they would be anonymous because they would not be an individual cause. So we are such hypocrites, such spineless beings at the core, that we want to take the guise of anonymity to just let out that animalistic tendencies rather than just fixing our own beings, like, first, and then just living a conscious and decent life. Don't be a part of the bystander effect that you're just watching injustice happen on this side. Just act. You may feel fear of your own safety, but let's say if someone in the front of you is your daughter, is your mother, probably wouldn't think twice of the consequences if an injustice is happening. Like, if I talk from a scriptural perspective, all of us are one, at the core. So probably I think just integrating those ideas in your core tendencies just helps. One more important thing which I feel is the root of all these things is this over identification of sexual songs. This whole Bollywood culture which just teaches us to objectify and sexualize women. Just get rid of all those things. The hero culture, someone is saving, damsel in distress, a woman is always meant to be saved. Bullshit. Just see humans as humans with an equal lens. Admire them for their individual capabilities, but don't pedestalize or think that someone else needs savings and all of that. And for the love of God, if you're, let's say, a lot of people attend marriages and things like that, wherein you just have this liberty of dancing to, I don't know, weird sexual songs and all of that. Please stop doing that, because subtly you're giving signals to your brain that objectifying women dancing and enjoying to such songs is bullshit. I've seen countless women as well just enjoying such songs. Like, why? On a unconscious level, on a subconscious level, you're just kind of making it a norm, saying that you're okay with women being treated as objects. So just also reflecting on your own tendencies and just taking a firm stance that if women rights and the decency of women really matter to you, probably just also have it in your own choices, that we'll not listen to bullshit songs, sexual songs, item songs, and whatnot. Don't internalize the misogyny that this culture teaches you. Probably this culture, at least scriptures and the ancient things, has a lot more depth to teach to us. But anyhow, I think these were my 2 cents. Probably, what are your opinions? Feel free to write them out. Anyhow, let me know what you feel about this video. Do write what limitations you have broken. And until then, this is Debashish Pindra from Debu Ki Dastak signing off. Cheers. Bye.